Yeah, this is Trip to Hell 11. Yeah, it was sound little inconsistent that they killed her too. But again, not saying, but it was also that it actually was a scheme. Uh, the whole thing. Also, one part of it then was that it was a scheme, and they found out that it was a scheme, that she actually wasn't killed, and when they found out that this was basically a setup for me, they killed him, and yeah, they killed him first, and I think they killed him. I don't remember that part really exactly, but something like that. So when I was when I was at the beach, I met these people, and they were just kind of laughing at me. I don't know. I mean, not yes, they no, I mean they were nice, and I was going into my telepathic mode. So I went down to the shore and tried to wash my feet because they were a bloody mess. It was really hurtful because of the salt water. And then when I was going into a restaurant on the other side, uh, or maybe no, yeah, I don't remember what I did first, but it was with the fourth thing, that the telepathic thing. It was like I connected to and I couldn't lie. I mean, everything I could hear, basically every thought, what people thought, and communicate with them, and but I couldn't lie to myself. So things that I saw inside me that I didn't like came up, and I just didn't like to see those things about me, and I couldn't lie about it because at the same time I was communicating with the torpedo and the girl from the dimension plane. They were talking to me, and I couldn't hide myself, my feeling, my thoughts, or anything from them. But we were communicating. And I went into this bar, and they gave me I thought, yeah, and then I thought this was the. Then I thought I was gonna meet these people actually that was hunting me, because I kind of made a deal with them, as I saw it, that they wouldn't kill me after all. So I decided to join them instead, and I don't know who they were really, but I was just trying to meet them. So I went at this, and they were giving me information in my head. So I went in to a restaurant first, and I ordered something to drink. I didn't have any money, but well, they gave me the drink anyway. Thankfully, I want to say sorry to the Greek people for my acting down there. It was not. Well, it was psychosis or whatever you call really know what it was, if it was a psychosis or whatever it was. I meant to ask the dimension about it, but now I'm doing this series, so anyway, I got this drink. I mean, like Coca-Cola, and I was telepathically communicating with the people. And then I went over to another place. They said it was at that pub, and I went in there, and I had to go and wash my feet again because I was bloody. And then I started to see my own thoughts again, and I didn't like it. I just want to flee from myself. Because I couldn't hide. I couldn't lie. So I started to walk back. And then it was dark. It had become night. I've been walking all day. And I heard, and now the crazy thing is I started to have communication with with the voices in my head. So I basically communicated with them, and they were like telling me things, and go in there and do that and do this and things like that. So, but I didn't really actually follow them to the point, because some things were really crazy, and there was, and I saw some projections also. Like there was a girl there. Also, they asked me if I wanted a girl or something, and I saw this girl just come up from nowhere. I mean, from yeah, like a. Then I come into this store because I was really thirsty, and and I needed to, I wanted to smoke because I hadn't smoked. So I was basically standing there in the shop and trying to telepathic have telepathic conversation with the store owner, and I took cigarettes and a big bottle of water, maybe 5 liters or something. I was standing there, and I was, apparently I must look like shit, because the man in the shop, he gave me the cigarettes and the water, and he gave me money and said, you must go to the hospital. And there were 2 other guys there were helping me into the cab, because my feet were all a mess. And then, I mean, I must look like I don't know. So I then I started to communicate, and I was kind of communicating telepathically with the guys that helped me, I thought. So I went into the cab, yeah, and I will stop here and continue later. Okay.